Robout Guilliman. We must restrict the size of legions to just 1,000 Marines so that no single man can command too much military power. Also Robout Guilliman. Behold, my stuff. Don't duck with us, Tau fans. Seriously, please don't just leave us alone already. What did we do wrong? Lionel Johnson returns M41.69. Behold, brother. I too have acquired a big-titty Eldar girlfriend. So, Mr. Blood Angel, how did you hold back an entire contingent of the alien TAU? Earlier, the Codex Astartes. Hugs. No one will ever believe you. My parents at age 27. Let's have a baby. Yes, me at age 27. Today, I am going to argue about obscure Warhammer lore with strangers on the internet. Why do we have to fight for mere mortals? We are wasting our true potential. Duck this, let's give ourselves to the ruinous powers. The planet is literally falling apart. You will stand your ground in the name of the Emperor. Yes. Senior Watercast Ambassador lecturing junior Tau diplomats on the Imperium's internal political structure. Primarch Rogel Dawn, at the beginning of the Horus Heresy, planning the fortification of Terra's defenses. Give me all the rockcrete and menials you have. Wait. I am worried what you just heard is, give me a lot of rockcrete and menials. What I said was, give me all the rockcrete and menials you have. Do you understand? Ultramarines, Mr. Bond. How utterly predictable. I cast a yamp and put my 30 orc boys directly behind your lines. Now, will you save your reserves, or put your tanks at the mercy of my stomper? Wah, Mr. Bond. Adeptus Suspectus. Eldar can consider humans under-evolved monkeys unworthy of their attention, but still be concerned about Space Marines for roughly the same reason you'd be concerned if a gorilla in full plate burst into your apartment waving a shotgun around. An Imperial expedition into an inactive tomb world discovers a semi-dormant Necron Lord. Is it the time of the Great Awakening yet? No? Then duck off. Me explaining the lore of all my minis, and what each of the characters is from. My girlfriend asking which one is the horse from the Horse Heresy. GW in 90s. Nice kit bash made out of toy car, garbage and rival model company bits. Want to show it off in White Dwarf? GW now. 3D printed head for your special Shamrakta? Get out of my event right now. He didn't want to be worshipped? He destroyed religion and replaced it with a cult of personality around himself. He built his palace over the highest mountains of terror like some Greek god from myth. He literally called his galactic war a crusade. Think sanguineous. Think. What's wrong with society in one picture? McDouble $1.39. Heavy Intercessors $105. Tiberos of the Carcharodons attempts to commune with his Primarch while traveling the Outer Dark. Bird. Accusations of child abuse and bad parenting. Me wondering why my lab rats talk. Hey friend, listen. Know the galaxy is scary right now, but it is going to get way worse. Maybe we don't always have to kill the demons so violently. Who the duck said that? 40,000 fans when you call it a bathroom instead of a Restrenorum poop and piss ya. What? You really thought that because you are a bio-enhanced superhuman walking tank touched by the ruinous powers I wouldn't charge straight at you with my shovel? I think heretic, think. A human brain uses 12 watts to think, while an AI system doing the same job would need 2.7 billion watts. Harry Potter fans, I want to be a wizard. Star Wars fans, I want to be a Jedi. 40,000 fans, I'm good, thanks. Good aligned playthroughs in RPGs. I've finished killing the bad guys for you. No, keep your money, I'm just glad to be helpful to people if need. Good aligned playthroughs in Rogue Trader, my lord. Your thousands of slaves below deck have started to complain about the beatings they receive from your guards. Put drugs in their food. Type 1. I think fake super-fascism is funny. Type 2. Fake super-fascism is not funny. Type 3. I love super-fascism. I do it for the Emperor, for the Imperium. The Imperium. Jesus would solo 40,000. Nah, the Emperor was Jesus. I am quite fond of the lizard men. Bok. He's reaching for his penis. You can't do it freehand. I can and I will. This isn't a time for showing off. Strange. A gang of boys crash land in the last video game you played. How much of a zogging good time do they have? Female Primarchs? You just want a bunch of 10-foot muscular women to keep you company. Correct, my lord. Space Marines without helmets. O Leman Russ of the Lake, what is your wisdom? That the lion can shit-talk my son's behavior all he wants, but it still won't change the fact that half my legion didn't turn traitor first chance it got. We taught this Primarch to understand the imperial economic system and he hanged himself. Sneck, where you going? Sneck, stop. I know nothing about 40,000, but my husband knows everything. What's some shit I could say to piss him off? Due to the Ultra Depression, Gilliman was turned into a hamster. He also started thinking like a hamster, only caring about eating. Sleeping in his hamster wheel? Lion had to handle the paperwork for 3 days. He was driven crazy by the bureaucracy. Stupid rub-out. Change back to your old self. Archival footage of the start of the Emperor's Human Webway project. GW has contacted the police to catch the leaker who is still at large. Please contact your local department if you see this man. Religion has no place in the 30th millennium, 30 millennia since what? The 34th one from the left reminds me of your sister. Shut up, Ray. Mankind. Oh boy. Real aliens. Do you want to be friends? Old Knight. Duck all aliens. The true struggles of a psyker. I bet he's thinking about. I bet he's thinking about nothing. Duck off. I'm telepathic, remember, Karen? Hey, Fulgrim. Look at me, bitch. Somewhere in the warp during the events of the bolt gun game. You're absolutely sure he's not one of yours? Reasonably. Ian Watson, watching 40,000 players being horny for the Tyranids after they mocked him for years for what he put in Inquisitor. Vindication. Oh, great and enlightened being. May you remind me how. The birth of Slanesh occurred. The event that screwed humanity into what we are today. Tech Priest, with the current state of the Omnisio's body, maybe we should give him a new body. The Custodes. Stop giving me your toughest battles. But you are my Imperium's greatest hero. Give me harder battles. What the duck? Point of view, you disagreed with the lion on the use of the librarians. Mum, I'm buying this 40,000 game for my son, so who are the good guys? Games Workshop clerk? The humans, obviously. Literal anyone, Lucius. Point of view. You're a wounded Imperial Guardsman left behind in a trench, and an enemy soldier approaches you and says, I'm not going to kill you. It's a TAU. It's a Drukhari. The Emperor of Mankind and his custodian guard exit the Imperial Palace to do battle with the forces of the War Master, Horus. Girls, isn't it weird how we have so many more sisters than Astartes? Yeah, crazy, right, boys? Let's have our recruits drink blood and sleep in a coffin for a year. Yes, and let's make them walk miles barefoot in the snow. This is what Space Marines are like, you can't convince me otherwise. My keys fell down the drain again. And my fingers are too titanically muscular to fit through the little metal stripes and rip them out. Well, maybe we can punch the concrete around it into dust and loosen the bars. The Imperial Guard. The logistics for the Imperial Guard. The civilian logistics. Agriculture, security, disease prevention, communication, etc. Me when someone asks me how much I love my country. Me when someone asks me how much I love my government. Average Protogens fan. Average Necrons enjoyer. There are 2 types of 40,000 books. A serious Necron book trilogy about Necron society, which won Necron courses of the Neuron Court. We just had a really funny idea and rolled with it for 300 pages. Don't forget, knowing is half the battle. The other half is extreme acts of violence. Neo-Nazis be like the Imperium of mankind. Xenophobia is based and red-pilled because all the aliens want to kill them. My brother in Christ the Emperor killed all the peaceful ones in the Great Crusade. Play my tabletop game. Okay, John Warhammer. $200. No, John Warhammer. For the Greater Emperor? Almost there, pal. Well done. Get rotated, idiot. Not knowing the law and writing inaccurate fanfiction. Learning the law to write law-adherent fanfiction. Learning the law, disregarding it, and writing inaccurate fanfiction. Capital of human faction in average sci-fi series. USA, UK, Japan. Capital of the human faction in Warhammer 40,000. Nepal. The flesh is weak, but the deeds endure. People who think they have anger issues. World eaters. People who actually have anger issues. Blood angels. They're feeding you psychers. Psychers? I remember psychers. Sweet, sweet psychers. I always hated them. The enemy can shoot literal black holes and you bring me a ducking 19th century mortar. Happy gas mask noises. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've had enough of these Monkey marriage customs with letters and love confessions. We will discuss our feelings right now. Okay, he's so cute when he blushes. I'm ready to pounce on him right now. Close the door, please. Sure, we suck at close combat. It's just a shame that you'll never get there. Are you challenging me? We are incredibly arrogant and racist, and our past actions made the galaxy a worse place. 40,000 fans. Ah, you're sweet. We are incredibly arrogant and racist, and our past actions made the galaxy a worse place. Knife-ear scum. You ruined everything. G-Day, mate, welcome to Katachan. Have a look at the size of this bloke, isn't he a beauty? Don't buy everything in one place. Different items, different stores, attracts less attention. Robout Guilliman reboarding McCrage's honor after being sucked out into space. Lorgar is going to die. Whoa, brother, I have fallen. Might you assist me up? Brother? Slithers up armrest. Well, well, well. Looks like I've finally got you all to myself. Hello, master of mankind. I hope you've been comfortable on this fancy golden chair of yours. Did you honestly think you were safe from me after all these years? Man, the future seems pretty dark. How dark? Ah! Awake at last I wait. Weather. Greetings. You've been legally acquired by, and thus are the property of the British Museum. Ha! So that's how it feels like. I tried making cookies today, didn't work out. I should probably stick to making coffee instead. Why do we have to fight for mere mortals? We are wasting our true potential. Duck this. Let's give ourselves to the ruinous powers. The planet is literally falling apart. You will stand your ground in the name of the Emperor. Yes. It can't be. How did you even accomplish all of this? How did we, rowboat? Well, yeah, got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. Guilliman. Don't come inside that Eldar. She's trying to make super Eldar human babies. She's going to take the kids, Guilliman. You're going to pay child support for the next 10,000 years. With weekend visits only. Guilliman. Welcome to the gang, kid. We've got Dark King, Murder in Malal, and Great Horned Rat. What did Great Horned Rat do? He is the only canon 5th Chaos God. I will name this new loyalist chapter the Black Crusaders. You think it's funny? This is hilarious. How I be looking at the Eldar aspect warrior. After I snort their soul stone like crack. When you bust a wah, but she's still gawking the mork. I want to duck over the other Chaos Gods. Empowers 1 to 4 random dickheads with main character syndrome. When the Primarch refers to the 10-meter tall demon as brother. Realization. Yet another day of thanking the Emperor. For 40,000 not being dragged into Big Bang Theory. Senior Adepta Sororitas Canones gives a visiting Ordo Hereticus Inquisitor a tour of her parish's extensive heretic burning pyres. Imagine being that word bearer. Like you've been alive for 10k years, are a literal champion of chaos. And some ducking titanium bald Elysian comes charging you, screaming his ducking lungs off, holding a prime melter grenade. Halo fans fighting over new gameplay. Warhammer fans getting a fourth Left 4 Dead. Warhammer 40,000.jpg. Was going to question that, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You will be sent to Raven. Guard. What? Point of view. You just tried to seduce a Slaanesh cultist to stop her from killing you. Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too, Neat. Still going to kill you, but now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder. I no longer have Warhammer to buy. I feel so empty. Enjoying reading Warhammer lore for the first time. Noticing the scroll bar hasn't moved in 10 paragraphs. With the amount of wax used for purity seals, there must be hundreds of worlds in the Imperium dedicated entirely to bees. Shut up! Tau Commander engaging Adeptus Mechanicus forces for the first time and wondering why that strange pointy mountain in the distance is getting closer. The High Lords of Terror carrying out the ancient ritualized procedures to unleash an Imperial assassin on a high-priority target. Enhance. 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 This guy. See this guy? Duck him. Warhammer has some really fantastical races like the Aztecs, but they're lizards. The Egyptians, but they're skeletons. The French, but they're humans. The Total War gameplay formula does not fit 40,000. Stop asking for it. Oh. Don't tell me. We're about to get overrun by daemons. Yep, if they don't kill us, the Inquisition will. Taint of chaos and all that. Most likely. Bring it on. Eldar scientists discovering that the Emperor managed to recreate a brand new section of the old one's webway. This monkey was able to build this in a cave, with a box of scraps. Barges into the Conqueror's command bridge. Reprimands Primarch Angron for mistakenly referring to the Conqueror as his ship. Refuses to elaborate further. Leaves. Okay, so Warhammer is set in the year 40,000, 10,000 years after the Horus Heresy. Okay, so the Horus Heresy happened when half of the Primarchs betrayed Humani. Okay, see, the Primarchs were basically superhuman demigods created in a lab by the Imp. Okay, listen, so the Emperor was swearing in 40,000 by the Emperor's holy throne upon blessed terror. Swearing in a OS. What the Sigma? Traitor Primarchs pulling up during the Siege of Terra. Perturabo Mortarion Angron Horus. Fulgrim. The Emperor oppressively outlaws all religions and faiths to replace them with a secular imperial truth. The Martian Mechanicum worships the Emperor as an avatar of the Omnisia. The Emperor. I'll allow it. You are free to duck the Daemonette. Am I? Are you? The Adeptus Custodes preparing to investigate a potential security breach in the winding, narrow palace ducts. Lunch, Mistress Doria. Have we got any grease? Yes, we do. Then grease me up, woman. Okie dokie. Girls. Guess my zodiac sign. You're so sensitive. I'd say Sagittarius. Boys. Guess my Warhammer army. Orcs because you're ducking stupid. Sebastian Yarrick. Ibram Gaunty. Caiaphas Cain. I think I might have depression. Only true champions can admit their own weakness. There's no shame for feeling this way. Change is the constant of life. This too shall pass. Even the smallest germ can take down entire kingdom. You are important. There are many pleasures waiting for you to experience. Don't give up. Just man up. Craft World Eldar. Adeptus Mechanicus. GWs go to punching bags. People telling me how evil the Imperium is, it's satire of fascism. Me knowing and not giving a duck because it's all made up. When the Plague Lord class Titan steps around the hab block and all you have are some spicy flashlights. For the Emperor. Yes, Rico, for the Emperor. I've cheated to lose. Played in a tournament, already ranked very low with no chance of placing top 3. Last game was against a kid who played his first tournament. He had also lost every game. Cheated my ass off so he would have at least one fun experience at the tournament. He totally tabled me and left with a smile. Worth it. Carefully, he's a hero. The Tyranids, thinking they're about to devour all of Baal. Dante coming back to life because Daddy says so. Something is not right. Half of new Amazon show's budget already spent on miniatures. I had to make sure everyone on set had at least enough points for combat patrol. Henry Cavill. When can we kill Spider-Man? Who the duck are you people? I thought I hired Venoms. When can we feast on suffering? Who the duck are you people? I thought I hired Venoms. The Emperor couldn't drink milk. What? The Emperor was born in 8000 BC. The mutation to digest milk is only 6,000 years old. Jesse, what the duck are you talking about? Dialt humans returning home after colonizing the Andromeda Galaxy. Keep humans safe from the influence of chaos. Faith helps keep humans safe from the influence of chaos. Where is Brother Hulk? The attack starts in 5 minutes. He's sick. Ah, okay then. He even has a certificate from the apothecary. I guess we have to attack without him. Cough. The duck. Hello? Is anyone there? I seek glory. We want to kill Xenos. We want a good fight. We would like to survive. We just want to survive. Be honest. We started hostilities with humanity back in the Age of Strife, and our own hedonism brought us to near extinction. We will not blink sacrificing billions of humans if it could save one Eldar from our own mistakes. If our positions were reversed and the Eldar were in the dominant position, this conversation wouldn't be happening. You'd either be dead or a plaything, and I'd be laughing. Thank you. 41st Millennium Sports, Farseer Chess. Checkmate in 51 moves. Damn, best of 3? We're short-staffed for tonight. Damn, that's crazy. Good luck, though. We could use some extra help. Yeah, I bet. Good luck, man. Average battle against the Tau, average battle against the Imperium. When all your loyalist bros are having their Primarchs return, but you know yours isn't coming back. Warhammer fans when their PC is slow. It's okay, Machine Spirit, you go when you feel like it. The Emperor when his son Skineateron, Primarch of the Rottweilers of Diddy, doesn't resist the Chaos Gods he didn't tell them about. For Mummy. For Daddy. For the Emperor. I live, bitch. When you ask the barely trained psyker if he can read the Commissar's thoughts, but instead he starts screaming and sprouting tentacles. All right then, keep your secrets. Hey, nice trench. Technology of Adeptus Mechanicus be like, is that a baby headlamp? When a Space Marine 2 casual tells me who his favorite legion is? Young men, here's some dad advice. Do you play fighting video games? Instead, join a jiu-jitsu or boxing gym. Call of Duty. Walk down and enlist as a Marine. Sports games? Go outside and play sports with people. Don't be a thumb warrior. Do it for real, like your grandpa did. People's reaction when I play 40,000 games and finish beating a heretic to death with a shovel in real life. And Tyranid weapons are also organic, and shoot out, for example, flesh worms that consume the host from the inside, making death slow and painful. You wake up and find yourself trapped in Erebus's body. What is the first thing you do? You can't kill yourself. Uncle Lork, what you doing? Oh dear Lotara. Things have changed a lot since I last woke. So I figured I should play something that feels familiar. Cool, a retro game. What? No, the 360 isn't retro. It only came out in November 22nd, 2005. Leader of Turkey. His name is Ataturk. This is some Games Workshop level writing, and not in the good way. That one looks like a burning heretic. They say we see on clouds what we most want. What do you see, babe? I see the God Emperor. Ah. When the hive mind forgets you on a paradise world. Poor predictable Khorne always chooses melee. Good old melee, nothing beats that. Primarch Robout Guilliman, after crusading across half the galaxy to reach Terra, only to find how obtuse and uncooperative the High Lords are. I expect nothing and I'm still let down. Shout out to that one Giga Chad Imperial Fist who saw ducking Horus wandering alone on the battlefield and thought bet. Do not meddle with sorcery, my son. Screw you, Dad. I know what I'm doing. For $50,000 you could purchase one 3-minute video of a cartoon version of you getting seduced by a fictional character with no actual NSFW scenes. Or 23 Mars pattern warlord class titans. I asked ChatGPT, I asked Grok, okay? I asked Kairos Fate Weaver, Oracle of Tsinch, that who knows all which could be. 40,000 communities seeing that Angron can kill an average of 30 guardsmen every turn. Guard players knowing they only need to sacrifice 180 guardsmen to keep Angron occupied for 6 turns. Hey Skit, why do you always wear that mask? Let's keep this on. After completing the conquest of Terra, the Emperor unveils his plan to create 20 bioengineered, half-warp super generals from his own DNA. They will be untouched by plague or disease, no sickness will blight them. I think we can all agree that a Battlefield-style 40,000 game would be ducking awesome. Boys, guess my favorite enemy. You're like so deep and smart and stuff. Has to be solo leveling. Girls, guess my Warhammer army. Tyranids, because your solution is to bite everything. Still counts as 100% GW plastic, right? Dom, you came in our hour of greatest need. You should know by now the streets always got your back, Big E. Now let's teach that little bitch Horus a thing or two about family. When you accidentally become important at work. This statue of Jesus in Poland provides internet to nearby villages. Should the Astronomicon go out, the Imperium would be plunged into a new age of strife. Do you sleep? Once every year, so be quiet. I need this. What if the reason the Alpha Legion symbol has 3 heads is because Alpharius Omegon were actually triplet? 40,000 isn't satire. Looks inside. 40,000 routinely uses irony and exaggeration to ridicule stupidity, vices, and follies. Lotara Sarin. Any World Eaters Legionnaire that think they can talk back to her. It's been a long while, my children. Did you miss me? Protocol 2, uphold the mission. What the duck are these? I thought I called Titan support? Impossibly loud war horn blast. I can work with this. It's a purity seal. Yes, of course it is. The first Night Lord to attempt terror tactics on a Necron. Hey Gilga, still recovering from our fight? Yeah, you really kicked my ass. What you doing there? Writing our epic. Nay, do you know how to read yet? Sadly, not yet. Shamhat tries to teach me, but we just end up having Shreks. Interesting. And after fighting in the temple, Gilgamesh defeated Enkidu. There are no good guys in 40,000. Good guys in 40,000 TAU without the ethereals. Eldar that see mankind as a difficult partner, rather than just as barbarians. The good side of Sanguinius. You look lonely. I can fix that. If you don't give me what I want, I will personally send you to the Eye of Terror. But Yvraine, I'm not really sure what you want me to do. If you tell me, I'm pretty sure we can work something out. Sighs. Is it really not that obvious? Well, not to me, sorry. Fine, you want to know what Mummy wants. Mummy wants to dominate her naughty, nerdy boy. Yvraine, what are you doing? Saving both human and Eldar race. Do you sleep? Once every year, so be quiet. I need this. What if the reason the Alpha Legion symbol has 3 heads is because Alpharius Omegon were actually triplet? When someone you know in real life finds your hobby page, please don't tell anyone how I live. La trama, Principal de Guillermo. La subtrama de Juanito Leon. The other 3 Chaos Gods. Khorne, why do you keep a demon world for no reason except to resurrect a bunch of orcs over and over again? Khorne. I just think they're neat. Don't duck with us, Warhammer fans. We once stop repeating the same unfunny jokes from 10 years ago. Hey guys, Perturbator, that'll do. You know what, duck you. Unplagues your Marines. Are you two friends? No, yes. A balanced mix of infantry, casters, and special units chosen to hold objectives. A narrative list based on the lore. Choosing the models that look coolest. 8 stegodons. A determined badass who cared about his sons. Nonsensical hypocrite who became a smelly mothman. A guy who never had a good life and became what he hated. What motivates you? Money. My passion for my craft. I want to be a better person. The unbreakable litany. Hey guys, whore's lubricant. Not what I'm called. When that one guardsman passes his LD roll after watching his entire squad get turned into red mist by a giant alien terror in a matter of seconds. I didn't hear no bell. My armor is contempt, my shield is disgust, my sword is hatred. Our hyperdrives use hypermatter particles to hurl a ship into hyperspace while preserving the vessel's mass energy profile. Our warp drives create a subspace bubble that envelops the starship, distorting space-time and moving the starship at FTL velocities. Our FTL drives expose EZ to electric currents, which creates mass effect fields that reduce the mass of a ship and lets it move at FTL velocities. Our jump drives use a dimensional transport effect to allow ships to instantaneously teleport from one point in space to another. We tear a hole in reality and fly through space hell. Sorry, Elf Girl, but the power armor stays on during Shreks because I literally can't take the ducking thing off. People telling me I can't recreate this meme using figures. Me? When I'm in a wanting to duck aliens competition and my opponent is Warhammer 40,000 fan. House Lupus Balls. A member of the Aquilan Shield, on mission as part of their enigmatic plan to protect those specific individuals deemed important to the Imperial Tarot. I don't understand. I have my ration card right here. I come here every week. Look, lady, new rule. No addendum papers, no ration stipend. Now beat it. Don't make me call the Arbit. Mrs. Biggins will be receiving her weekly ration stipend.